Hello and welcome to Get Real with Meshell. Gratitude every time. Today's question is, why do I care so much what other people think? Oh my God, this is the bane of humanity. I want you to know that one, everybody cares what other people think. There's a misnomer or a misunderstanding that maybe when you become more confident, you'll stop caring what other people think. You will actually always have the impact. So, what happens as time goes on, the impact lessens and you're less likely to allow it to stay on your mind or seep into your existence and deter you or dissuade you from doing the things that you really want to do for yourself, right? So, having said that, know that because everyone has that feeling, that you're not alone. So, feeling like you're the only one who cares what other people think is crazy. Everybody thinks it. It's just that people who have built confidence or established a confidence have learned to move forward in spite of that feeling or that response or those thoughts. And what happens is the more you move forward, the less the thoughts have impact. So the less lasting. So the less you're dissuaded. So say the example would be if you get frozen and you don't do anything and you decide to not make a decision and then you beat yourself up about not making the decision and you just are in this cycle that creates depression and overwhelm and anxiety. Well, that can last for weeks at a time, for example. And the more you begin to move forward and do things in spite of that, it'll go from weeks down to maybe a week, down to like a day, down to like hours. And before you know it, you are up and you are having it and it's fleeting. And you may trip here and there and it'll last a little bit longer and it will be less likely that it will hold you down and completely freeze you from moving forward. The other thing to know is what other people think about you is not your business. It's not your business because anyone who has taken the time to actually voice their negativity towards another human being is not worth listening to anyway. In a world where we can be kind and compassionate, someone who decides to be otherwise is really not worth listening to. So, and that includes yourself. Listening to negativity will only hinder you from being the amazing that you are created to be, which goes to our third point, which is that there is no one else like you. The way your DNA has been synthesized, your upbringing, all your experiences, where you live, the decisions you made, no matter where you are today, I want you to understand that you are unique. You're one of a kind. Even if you're a twin, they even tell you you're one of a kind. When you decide to operate in that existence of being one of a kind, being unique, being special, when you start to believe that and operate in that, you will actually see that you are a benefit to more people around you. You're being beautiful, brilliant, bright, is a gift to the world that gives other people that same permission. So know that it is nothing that caring what other people think hinders you from being a gift and living a life that's amazing. The life of joy and satisfaction comes from being free to be who you are. And that's your truth. And that truth that people you hear say, like I always say, woo woo is true, true. The true is the truth. When you are free to be who you are being. And that is, you're not second guessing, you're not doubting, you're understanding that it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to be right. You're doing the best for who you are. Your goal is to leave other people better off. It is brilliant when you live in that space. And I'll say honestly, I don't live in that space 100% of the time. I come from a background of just being berated and shamed and embarrassed intentionally. So my self-talk was incredibly deprecating. Like I crushed my soul for many, many years. To be where I am now is from the grace and the patience and the kindness that I poured into myself and that others poured into me and that I do on a daily basis. There's not a day that doesn't go by where I don't speak kind and highly and favorable of myself from the time I get up until I rest my head on that pillow, because I know anything else will leave what they call the foothold, will allow all that negativity to start to creep in. And I've been there, done that. So again, think about what would make your life amazing and start moving in that direction. And not care what other people think, because the bottom line is, if someone cares enough about you to be hurtful for you, they're not worth being around. And anybody who cares about you, that's going to be kind and supportive, which comes to my final part, that's what you want. Those are the people you want. So surround yourself with people who remind you that you're good and you're great and you're amazing, and they hold you accountable to doing the hard things so that you can live the life that's amazing. Have a great day. If this has been helpful, please share it out. Tag me at MeshellRBaker.com. Subscribe to the channel and get more videos like this. And finally, if you have a question you'd like me to share the response to, send it to me at hello@MeshellBaker.com. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next question.